EFB57 here, and today I have something interesting that I wanted to share. So, recently in Skyblock, I've been working on something for a couple of days. So, I got every single non-magical block that I could get, an item, in 1.8. You see, there are no 1.9 plus exclusives, and there are some that I didn't get. For example, Bedrock does not have a slot in here, where it would be around here, because that's not obtainable normally. And you will notice a couple of gaps in between these places. And let me just cover the ones that are missing real quick. So right here, the two that are missing are the sponge and the wet sponge, which are right under red sand and ground. And then in our second chest, this gap right here is where endstone is supposed to be. So, obviously you can't get endstone yet. There is no end island or anything like that. But let's check the third chest. Now this gap is intentional. I believe so. Yeah, this gap is between the blocks and the decoration blocks. So each category has a 1 block space between. And then, moving on, all that's missing here are a bunch of flowers. And some of them that I didn't include for this list, which might be around here, are, well, I'll cover the rest after. So right here, we have a bunch of carpets, and these are 2 block tall flowers. I'm unsure if you could get flowers of a certain type or not, so I just made them empty slots for now. And right here, I am unsure if it is possible to create a wither yet, or even get a wither skeleton skull. So I'm going to leave a couple of places open that might be, possibly impossible to get. And then the exception to pretty normal blocks are these 3. You cannot normally get these hats, but you can craft them. Skeleton hat, zombie hat, and creeper hat. Since their heads exist in the real game, unlike the blaze hat and such, which isn't a normal mob head, I just included these 3. And finally, that little spot there is the difference between decoration and redstone. And in this chest, the only thing we're missing here, this is a gap here, and this is also a gap. This is a beacon. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's possible to craft a wither yet. And in here, we have all of these special items. Now, right after empty map is a nether star. Once again, not sure if we can get a wither yet. And these 2 items are really rare to find. I'll add them as soon as I can. This one is golden horse armor under the empty map. And this one is diamond horse armor, 2 under the blaze rod. And over here, we have our food chest. There's a gap there anyway, because I wanted to make a gap between diamond horse armor and stuff. It's not really necessary, but I did it anyway. So here we have something very interesting. You see, as the time of this recording, there's a glitch in which it is impossible to cook raw rabbit, raw mutton. So you can't change them to cooked items, which actually excludes 3 possible food. Cooked rabbit, cooked mutton, and rabbit stew. You see, in order to craft rabbit stew, you need a bowl, a brown mushroom, baked potato, a carrot, and cooked rabbit. Since you cannot cook rabbit, that means you cannot get it just yet. So back to there. So those are the only 3 missing there for now. It should be patched soon, I hope. And over here we have every single item. Now between name tag and bow, there is an... Oh right, that is actually a gap, because this is the tools, this is combat. Same here, this is combat, and this is alchemy. And here's our final chest here, and yeah, that's all of the blocks. The only things missing that I am going to list now, of course, dragon egg. But now for a list of things that I am going to talk about. So, there are total missing 4 music discs, blocks without items like portal, air, fire, obviously, enchanted books. I'm not going to get all of them. Only collect 1 firework star, which I did. Only collect 1 per potion type, and I also had a awkward potion, water bottle, and I did not include splash potions though, and I did not include a filled map. And obviously the creative stuff like bedrock, command blocks, command block, minecarts, barriers, the silverfish stone or monster eggs blocks, an end portal frame, player head, and anything from 1.9 or above, because those are unobtainable. And these 2 are kind of interesting. I also did not include banners or armor stands, because, well, I guess for armor stands that makes sense, because when you place down a minion, it's an armor stand. And it's a custom armor stand, and it would probably glitch out the system in some way. And banners, I'm unsure. Maybe there's going to be an update soon? And possible exclusions I also may or may not have. Nether Star and Beacon require being able to get a Wither. Endstone, once the End Islands are able to unlock, then we might be able to craft these. Dragon Egg, because you'd have to kill the Ender Dragon to get a Dragon Egg. I'm unsure if you would be able to even get there. Sponge would require killing an Elder Guardian, or getting them from some other way. And the only flowers I could find a way to get are the light gray flowers. Then there was also the light blue flower. And then there was also orange tulips, a dandelion, and a poppy that I could get. And then Wither Skeleton Skull, like I said, I'm not sure if you can get them. And then cooked mutton and rabbit, because of the glitch. And like I mentioned, the rabbit stew as well. And the final thing that I didn't include, written books. The reason is, you actually can't craft, make at all, a written book. How you usually obtain this is by getting a book and quill, writing in it, making the title, and then finishing. However, for some reason, you can't write in a book and quill at all, and when you try to sign it with any title, it'll instead just act like nothing happened, and when you open it again, it's blank and it doesn't have a title. And yeah, that's basically everything that I have here. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.